Hello and welcome to Daily Devotions with David, the channel where we gather every day to explore the enriching words of the Bible. Whether you're just beginning your faith journey or have walked this path for many years, you are welcome here. Together we'll explore the scriptures, share thoughts in our pursuit of a deeper, more meaningful relationship with God. The title for today's devotional is Human Perspective versus God's Perspective. The scripture for today's devotional is found in the book of Acts, chapter 9, verses 13 and 15. "But Lord," exclaimed Ananias, "I've heard many people talk about the terrible things this man has done to the believers in Jerusalem. But the Lord said, 'Go, for Saul is my chosen instrument to make my message to the Gentiles and to kings, as well as the people of Israel.'" Diving deeper into today's devotional. From a purely human perspective, the protest of Ananias, a man of God who lived in Damascus, seemed completely rational and logical. God had commanded Ananias to welcome and minister to Saul of Tarsus, later the Apostle Paul, the man who had angrily and violently persecuted Christians in Jerusalem. Ananias must have wondered if he'd heard God correctly. But God knew something Ananias didn't. The Lord saw Saul from an eternal perspective, past and future. While Ananias was limited by what had been happening in the here and now, God saw in Saul a faithful servant who would change the world through his preaching and writing, while Ananias saw a murderous persecutor. To his credit, Ananias did as God directed him. The rest, as the saying goes, is history. The history of how God used such an unlikely vessel to accomplish great things for God's eternal kingdom. Because Ananias obeyed the Lord, he held a position of importance in history. The prayer for today's devotional. Lord, help me to remember that you often do things in ways that might not make human sense, and that I should always make sure I follow your leading. As we close today's devotional, let's find hope, inspiration, and purpose in the words of the Bible. May you carry this message with you throughout your day and share the hope and light you've received with others. Remember that each day is an opportunity to grow spiritually and draw closer to God through His Word. So let's continue this journey together, seeking strength, wisdom, and peace in the Word. Until then, may God's grace and peace be with you always. I invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share these videos with those who may also benefit from these daily devotions. Feel free to share your thoughts on today's devotional in the comments below, and I hope to see you tomorrow for another daily devotional.